When you start looking at the challenges you face as governor, education is at the top of a lot of them, right? If you want to create more jobs, you better have a better educated workforce. When I was first in office, we had a study done that showed that by 2025, which seemed like a long time away, that 55% of the jobs in the state would require some sort of post-secondary degree or certificate. We were at like 30%, and I said, ooh, that's a problem. Immediately, one of the things we began to focus on is what can we do to change those circumstances? The Drive to 55 was our initiative to move the state of Tennessee to where, rather than 32% of our folks having post-secondary degree certificates, that 55% did. And we made it a statewide effort.
We have a memorandum of understanding between the state of Tennessee and WGU Tennessee, and we will sign this, and then you guys can start getting in the business of helping more Tennesseans earn a degree so that they can earn an even better living.
About 10 years ago, we adopted WGU as the provider of choice for our remote higher education. It was part of a strategy that the state of Tennessee has been on to try and get more and more of our citizens with post-high school education.
When we're talking about partnerships, we look at both rural and urban areas, and historically I think there's been a perception that they're just so far apart that there's no way of working together. But when we look at it more in depth, there are people both in the rural communities and the urban communities who need entities like Western Governors University.
What WGU allowed us to do was bring the access to education to folks without them having to drive an hour and a half each way to class, and without us having to go build a new building in every rural community across the state.
My name is David Statham. So at 35, I quit my job and I rolled in nursing school full-time in Nashville. And so I spent the next year driving to Nashville 5 days a week to go to nursing school, and I became a registered nurse. And during a break, I was just doing a Google search and I found WGU. WGU was way more affordable than where I was going to school, and I didn't have to drive 5 days a week, a 2-hour commute each way to Nashville. So that would be time that I could use at work, or I could be with my family. WGU is just such a really good school. It's different than anything else that I've ever experienced in education.
If you're going to change somebody's life, you got to make it practical to do that. What we found in WGU was a way that was easily accessible and affordable.
WGU has been outstanding, and we're very fortunate to have it, here in the state of Tennessee, and it benefits all of us.